the road to the playoffs. Let's see who wins.
Yeah, hello again and welcome to what it should be a clear day all day because Atul Wasan has not got his sunglasses on, so that's a good sign anyway. Atul Wasan, of course, former pace bowler with India. Atul, just looking at yesterday and seeing what we've got today, I can see the Australians behind you and the West Indians. Strikes me that your craft, fast bowling, is what is telling in this tournament.
A less smacking affair. I think we saw the kind of fast bowling, a bit of juice in the pitch, bit of grass on the pitch, and you can see that, what we saw yesterday. We saw Willowen, we saw the fast bowlers from West Indies, Fidel Edwards, showing us why he's so good. And I think today also, because there was a bit of rain yesterday, but in spite of that, we saw some lip smacking cricket yesterday, and I think fast bowlers are going to love bowling on this pitch again today.
Yeah, and it's setting the tone, isn't it? And look at South Africa as well with their heavyweights, Hardus Fulun, they're setting the tone, whereas India, I felt, are struggling. They've got a very spin-orientated attack. They don't have the pace.
Not really. I think our pace bowlers actually in the business end of the match yesterday just eased out a bit, and that was costed. Last overs went for over 50 runs, and that cost us the game. But then the effort that West Indian fast bowlers put, like Shannon Gabriel, Fidel Edwards, and especially Dwayne Bravo, especially his kind of bowling. And this was a difficult pitch yesterday. I think the pitch will ease down today, but there's definitely some pace and bounce on the pitch.
Yeah, it's very difficult to actually pick a side that is head and shoulders over the others. I mean, but you look at Australia, who's skippered by Brett Lee, and West Indies, skippered by Christopher Henry Gale. Now, they would have had a night's sleep, but, the body does ache.
I was just standing listening to the pitch report, when Waqar was doing it, and Brett Lee was listening to it. And as soon as he finished, he was asking Waqar, bhai, what do you think we should do? Is it just win the toss, bowl first? We never know who's going to win the toss, but that's going to be a crucial factor.
Yeah, the dressing room, isn't it? It's always divided, isn't it? Atul, you know that. I mean, we as bowlers, we sit in one half of the dressing room, and the batters sit in the other half, and you think, right now, skipper, isn't that action? Look at Brett Lee's action, isn't it?
It's still the same.
It stood the test of time, isn't it?
About few more pounds on it, but still the action remains, the follow through. And it's all in the mind, I think, because once you get in there, once you get the new ball in your hand, and everything comes back, the muscle memory comes back. It's only when you go back to the hotel, that's when the pains come, and the aches come.
Oh yes, and the next morning. No, but I was saying that, the dressing room, one half of the dressing room, you'll look at the sky and you'll see it's slightly overcast, and you say to the captain, listen, I think we should have a bowl first, because bowlers like to get their work done early.
Yeah, you know what? You actually want a target to be chased down, because then when if your bowlers do the job and you don't get too many on the board, while chasing, you exactly know what is your target, and then you can plan accordingly. It's always good to have the target in mind.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's walking behind us right now. We might catch him for you. Right behind us is Nathan Coulter-Nile. He's just gone here. There he is, Nathan Coulter-Nile. We're talking about some of the quicker bowlers. Well, he's not the quickest, but my word, I tell you what, he has taken a catch in this tournament. He took a catch at Edgbaston in Birmingham. We've seen some brilliant catches yesterday.
What about yesterday? The tandem catch. Yeah. AB de Villiers, we saw some vintage batting from him, and the way he took that catch, and he threw it back. Yeah. Can you imagine the kind of talent the God has given him? And I feel, I feel cheated that other people don't have that kind of talent.
No, listen, we can't all be AB de Villiers. You're at the other end of the alphabet. YZ. Here we go. This is AB de Villiers. Look, rolling back the ears and then tossing the ball back inside.
Can you imagine? Look at this.
I mean, that.
Look at the game sense, look at the presence of mind.
Yes. Now that, in the scorebook, goes down as Court Sarl Ervier, and it doesn't even mention AB de Villiers. So I think that modern scorecards should change. I think you should have Court, in brackets, assisted by AB de
tandem
Villiers.
Catch, but the game sense, the way he judged the ball and the way he slid across and not letting any part of his body touch the doubler on, and then just throwing the back exactly where the other fielder is. I mean, that shows that it's just not the talent. is what you do with the talent and your mind space. If it's the right place and you can read the game. And already we had seen the batting,
Yeah.
the way he crafted his innings. Yesterday he came in, his team was struggling for a bit, and then he came in and made it so look easy.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, today we've got two of the bigger sides, the heavyweights, Australia against West Indies here at Northampton. Let's go out to the middle. Simon Dull for the toss.
Yeah, time for the toss. The Australian champions up against the West Indies champions. Sachin Joshi is here. He's going to hand over the coin to Brett Lee. Chris Gale is here, and David Dukes is our match referee. Chris, nice loud call. Heads the call. David? It's a tail. Brett, come on, won the toss. Tell me what you're going to do and why. Grab the mic. What are you going to do and why?
We'll have a bowl. I think the conditions are favoured at chase, and it looks like a nice wicket.
A little bit of grass on it as well. A little bit unlucky with the rain in the last one, mate.
Yeah, look, I thought that we did okay in the sort of first 15, 16 overs that we got on. Probably could have chased them down, but, it's shown that the rain came, but hopefully no rain today.
Team news, everyone fit and healthy, couple of days off. What have you been doing?
Everyone's good, just been relaxing really. Yeah, a couple of guys have had a game of golf, watched a movie and just chilled out. So we're going to go the exact same 11 and we got with the two impact players that will come in.
All right, good luck, eh?
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Bingo.
Go on, mate.
Chris, you're going to have to go and get the pads on in a moment, I'm
Yeah,
sure, and
yeah,
have a bet on this. How you feel about that?
I mean, the condition is a bit nippy around here, but yesterday the ball nipped around a bit, the new ball, so we've got to pay attention to that and the first 6 overs and try not to allow them to get too many wickets, but at the same time we need to set a decent total for against the Aussies, so we know they've got a strong team as well.
Good win in the last game, not so good in the bowl out. What did you take from that last game that you can sort of bring in here with some confidence?
Yeah, absolutely, man. We have 2 changes though. Fidel is out, one of our strike bowler, a bit niggles, these young guys, these not, I shouldn't say young guys anymore, and bring in Nikita Miller for Ben as well, and Dave Mohammed is in as well.
All right, what are they going to bring into the side? How long is Fidel going to be out for? Because
well, I'm not sure.
In the last game.
Yeah, it was pretty good in the last game. Brilliant. Chadwick was good with the bat. Pollard with the bat as well. So hopefully, Shannon can step up with the ball, and get some early wickets when it's time to bowl.
How are you feeling nowadays?
Trust me, I'm the youngest member of the team.
Good man. Go well. Eh?
Thank
good
you,
luck.
man. Yeah.
Cheers, Chris. Thanks so much for your time. Australia have won the toss. Brett Lee, he's decided to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Simon Dull. So that's news from the toss, Australia bowling. No surprise there, but the big surprise for us is Brett Lee, who's got a very strong-looking side with the likes of Nathan Coulter-Nile, himself, of course, and they got some heavyweight batting. There's no Aaron Finch this year, mind. We had Aaron Finch. There's Nathan Coulter-Nile.
Yes.
Ben Cutting, he hasn't played yet. But Sean Marsh, fantastic player, should still be playing franchise cricket.
Well,
He's absolutely
some fantastic names in there.
Yeah, Stephen O'Keefe, the left-arm spinner as well. So they're going to bowl first. Dan Christian as well will be having a bowl as well. Darcy Short, I just have a feeling that the big omission that we've heard there from Chris Gale, Atul, is the fact that for West Indies there's no Fidel Edwards.
Yeah, I think we're going to miss him.
4 for 11 yesterday.
Yeah, but before that, they'll have to handle the pace attack from Australia. And I think Chris Gale versus Brett Lee is always a juicy affair.
Yeah.
So just keep on sitting where you are.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Okay, Australia, West Indies. Australia have won the toss. Brett Lee has said they're going to bowl first on a grey day here in Northampton. West Indies will be batting. We'll take a short break. Back shortly.
Suresh Raina at 1.5 slip. Part of the Mumbai Indians set up, Vinay Kumar, a scout and part of the coaching staff. Pumped down the ground. First real sign of aggression from Hashim Amla, and it's an ease my trip 4. Good hands, beautiful from Hashim Amla. Wonderful hit on the top of the bounce, extending the arms through the ball. Oh, brilliant Hashim Amla. Now then he's playing with the opposition bowlers. Lets this ball come right under his nose and just taps it away for another ease my trip 4. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. That's an outstanding bit of batting from Jacques Rudolph. He walked across his stumps. He invited Mithun to go. Did he?
Outstanding cricketer, Piyush Chawla.
Pull away leg side. Man in the deep. Finds that man. Mithun in the deep. The big fast bowler positioned.
Oh, he's looking around that leg side. He knew exactly the field set. So it was premeditated from Jacques Rudolph. Sarul Erbiers with that easy, languid swing of the bat and collects 4. He's a very, very good player, Erbier. Indian fans have come in for this match this evening. Late afternoon. A short arm jab for 4. Erbier is strong. 8 gone, 66 for 1. Second over for the off spinner. Oh, hello, we got the reverse. You have to hurry, hurry. Is he gone? Yusuf Pathan has done well. I think it's Yuvraj with the throw. No, that's out. The wickets are broken and his bat is on the line. It's got to be behind the line. Yeah. Yes, it's out. Yuvraj Singh, Yusuf Pathan in harmony.
Well, they're turning up to the stadium. People back in India, they are switching on their television. So, I mean, like, we are happy to be back and we are happy to give those happy moments to the fans again.
Oh, it's a risk shot, but AB de Villiers plays with risk because he knows there's great reward.
With these 2 in, South Africa will be looking for more. Little outside edge, decent catch. And South Africa lose their 4th. Powered into the mid-wicket for a maximum. And so Dugasta Properties 10 on 10-6. Picked up length really quickly. And this will go out of the ground into someone's back garden. Another Dugasta Properties 10 on 10-6. Full, flatter, quicker. And Yusuf has his second for Yusuf Pathan. Flatter and a little bit quicker. He's a good player, John Smuts, and gets off with an ease my trip 4.
Now then, that's what they were looking for. It's a bad ball. And it's also a Dugasta Properties 10 on 10-6. Vinay Kumar. Oh, that sounded good. Wow, that's out of here. That's AB. That is the AB we know. Full toss. Absolutely pummeled. AB de Villiers goes to a half century with a blistering Dugasta Properties 10 on 10-6. Last ball of the 19th. AB goes straight as an arrow. It's another 6. Brilliant from AB de Villiers. 25 off the over. 187 for 5. 1 over to go. Full toss. Piyush Chawla takes a good catch. Smart catch. And it's the end of JJ Smuts. This has been carved away by Van Veek. 4 more. So AB de Villiers is watching this unfold. He's at the non-striker's end. 198. It's gone 196. What's going on? Carved, and gone. 4 this time. That's the 200 up for South Africa.
Deep point comes in.
Straight, bullet straight. Fantastic hit. Moni van Wyk finishes with a flourish, with a rifle straight 6. And that was hard work for India's bowlers at the end. South Africa finish in excess of 200. It should be 208. 208 for 6. The South Africa champions with those irrepressible runs from A.B. de Villiers, 6-3 from 31. We had Hashim Amla 22, Jacques Rudolph 24, Sarel Erbier 15, JP Duminy 16, Wayne Parnell, everyone got into double figures. JJ Smuts 30, and then Moni van Wyk 18 from 4. India's bowlers took a bit of punishment. Abhimanyu Mithun 1 for 53, Vinay Kumar none for 42 in 3, Piyush Chawla bowled well, 4 overs 10 dots, 2 for 31. 1 over from Stuart Binney, 1 from Irfan Pathan, Pavan Negi none for 36 in 4, and Yusuf Pathan, he bowled well, 3 overs 2 for 26 with his off spin. South Africa have got the runs on the board. This is going to be some chase for India. India need 209 from their 20 overs to win this match.
Right then, will he get any movement in the air? He won't, and this will run away for 4 off the legs. Bowled! What a delivery! No need to ask the umpire for this. Shekhar Dhawan has gone. All bit of width. This will be cut away. Raina off and running with an ease my trip 4. Pulled away. And does he get enough? He doesn't. Hardas Villion with the catch. Couldn't get it over the top. Change of ends works for Wayne Parnell. Chopped on. 2 wickets in the over for Wayne Parnell. India lose their 3rd.
Another inside edge, another batter castled today. It's not the first time we are seeing this side.
That's the problem. Oh yeah, that's rather pleasant. And it's going to be 4. Suresh Raina chops it on. How many times have we seen that in this match? Raina's on the way back. Oh dear, that's gone straight over the head of Moni van Wyk. Fabulous ball. Goes after this one. Stuart Binney won't. He will. He will, you know. He'll get 4.
Suresh Raina, Irfan Pathan, Yusuf Pathan, Shekhar Dhawan. Yusuf Pathan. What a man!
There you go. There you go. और ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कि हम अभी इंडिया में थे.
I would love to.
I need to throw it back to the comms.
That is just amazing. The most extraordinary catch at any level of cricket. No wonder Imran Tahir.
Clubbed away. Oh, skips off the surface. Diving in the deep to no avail. Excellent from Irfan Pathan. Now then, it's very full, it's straight enough. Did it pitch outside leg? I thought potentially left arm around the wicket to Irfan Pathan. It had to do a bit. Full toss, clubbed, leg side, that's going to go all the way. Good hit. Dugasta Properties 10 on 10-6, they need more of that. Chopped away, nice back cut. That's going to be a boundary, that's going to be a ease my trip 4, and Stuart Binney just going through the gears here for the India champions.
Pangiso. Chawla has skewed this straight to Olivier, and Pangiso takes His second wicket. Should be gone. It's another catch. Fillion this time. Pavanegi stays, a short one. India are collapsing.
I think they have thrown in the towel. You can see that there is no intent.
Oh, that's a clout. Really hit well by Vinay Kumar. Vinay Kumar. Oh, he's on. He's gone. You heard it. So did Imran Tahir. And Vinay Kumar is on the way back. Now Yuvraj has not batted. He's picked up an injury. He walked off the field. I'm not sure if that's a car that's on fire behind that wall. Oh my God. My gosh, is it either behind the floodlight tower? So with India precariously placed at 111 for 9. The floodlights have gone off here at Northampton. The lights went out a long time ago for India. And the players are all looking to the umpires as to what can be done. So Stuart Binney has held India together at, well, of sorts with his 37. Next top scorer Suresh Raina with 16. India 111 for 9. 3 for 17, Aaron Pangiso, 2 wickets apiece for Imran Tahir. Parnell was amazing, 2 for 0. Summary of this match: South Africa champions 208 for 6. De Villiers 63 not out, JJ Smuts 30, Rudolph 24, Hashim Amla 22. India champions 111 for 9. SA champions winning by 88 runs on DLS. Yeah, welcome back to the county ground here in Northampton. We had that match yesterday, of course, South Africa against India. South Africa inspired by A.B. de Villiers. Now today is match 7. It's Australia-West Indies. Australia have won the toss. They're going to bowl first. And I can tell you that Brett Lee, the son alongside, never got injured, did you, Atul? Never did any gym work.
Nobody gets injured by bowling medium pace.
And just for the benefit of viewers who are just tuning in, this Australian side, and we said it before, if you can set the tone with your faster bowlers, you're on the right track.
Well, having said that, I think this is the days of big data. And I think we've seen more than 40% of the matches are won in the first 6 overs. And I think if you see that, this is going to be test by fire because, Chris Gayle and Lendl Simmons and Dwayne Smith up against a very potent fast bowling. Peter Siddle is there. We forgot to mention him. Coulter Nile and Brett Lee, of course. So I think our first 6 overs is going to be dynamite.
And of course that is the power play as well. Right, let's go to the pitch and Nikhil Chopra will tell us what's happening there.
It's match 7 here at the World Championship of Legends, and we're at this beautiful county ground, the Northamptonshire. We're using the same surface as yesterday that was used. I have Mr. Waqar Yunus as the pitch doctor. Waqar bhai, lots of grass left on the surface.
Yeah, hello Nikhil and hello viewers. Yes, I mean yesterday we played 2 games and the most difficult part was the power play when the ball was hooping around, and it is a pitch which is for the pacers, especially when the ball is new and when the seam is really upright. And on this grass, I think is going to do very same what we saw from yesterday. A little bit dryness also we saw yesterday also, bit of turn also for the spinners, but they have to bowl a little slower. But I still feel that it is for the pacers to really make the mark again.
Hit good areas, the new ball you spoke about, try and pitch it up, get it to swing.
Yeah, good areas means you got to really bowl full. You know, we saw Fiddle Edwards yesterday, he bowled nice and full and he tried to swing it and got the reward. He picked up 4 wickets in no time. So I think this pitch, you need to bowl a little bit fuller. It's an English county ground, so just think about that, and it's got plenty of grass on the surface. So try to go as full as you can and allow the ball to swing.
Plenty of breeze around as well. Wind toss, do what?
Win the toss and ball, I guess, because that's 2020's method nowadays. So I feel that the teams would like to just have a score in front of them what they're chasing. So I feel ball first.
Well, you've heard it from the pitch doctor. Win toss, look to bowl first.
And that's exactly what Brett Lee has done. He's going to bowl first. So we're going to see the big boys from the West Indies. Yes, Dwayne Smith and Chris Gayle, but Chadwick Walton yesterday was. I mean, he would be on my front page of players I'd like to watch.
It's not an easy pitch, because the surface is a bit abrasive and there was plenty of grass. But, his game composition was according to the kind of bowling was dished out at him. And he's just so good with his footwork. You can see that he was so decisive going forward and going back as well.
Well, I tell you something, that doesn't matter where you bowl to Chadwick Walton, if you're not absolutely spot on with line and length, you are going to travel. And Kieran Pollard as well weighed in with a 30 from 16 yesterday. I always feel that he's like a sleeping giant.
Well, I was in US a few days ago and I was seeing him, score a brilliant innings in MLC. I just saw him play. So he's fired up and he's got a lot of match practice, which showed because he's got the maturity. We all know,
of course,
how many matches he's played. But, he can gauge the situation very well. He knows exactly what is expected of him.
Yeah. Chris Gayle, I've just got to have a word about the skipper because he looks light-hearted interested in the way he approaches this, but he was very serious, and I felt his mood was serious yesterday.
But it looks like Zen-like, you know. He's like calm.
Oh, I like
comatose,
that.
Zen-like. And then you just went like, and then he scored, got that beautiful cover drive on a boundary. And if you feed him in the right areas, now everybody knows a lot about him. So they know the way to bowl him and way to keep him quiet. But doesn't work always, does it?
No, it doesn't. And we didn't. Dwayne Smith chopped one onto his stumps yesterday, so he's got some runs to contribute to the side. I should ask you, on the back of Nikhil and Waqar there, what's a good score then for West Indies on this pitch?
I think 160, 170 is a must.
Yeah.
You know, because if it doesn't rain, I think the pitch is going to get better and better, because the more you play on it, there's a bit of grass on it, but it's just being rolled in nicely.
Yeah.
It's a solid surface beneath. There's not much of a turn there, but I think you just play a percentage game and you'll be okay.
Good stuff. Atul, thanks very much for your thoughts. Atul Wasan, formerly of India, of course, but it's Australia-West Indies. Brett Lee has won the toss. He's put the West Indies into bat, and it's going to be Chris Gayle leading from the front for the Windies.
The World Championship of Legends rolls on, and the energy was electrifying. West Indies won the match against England, but that was a tight contest, while South Africa outplayed India with a clinical win. And today, the Aussies are back with raw pace and explosive hitters, but standing in their way is the red-hot West Indies side. Big names, bigger moments, and a clash that could chase the road to the playoffs. Let's see who wins.
Augusta Properties WCL Australian champions up against the West Indies champions, live from the county cricket ground in Northampton. This is match number 7 of the tournament. Cloudy skies. Toss was a little while ago. Brett Lee flicked the coin. Chris Gale called incorrectly. And Australia elected to field first. Two sides lining up for the contest. A couple of
It's nearly time to get the match underway, but before we do, please be upstanding if you're able for the national anthems.
No noble thoughts brought us here to this region, but through it all, we have risen above. Through our flannel nights, flashing their willow and leather, these keepers of the flame must feel our undying love. This Caribbean nation is rising fast, a sunbeam cutting through a clouded past. Passion fills the world like a raging fire. As the sun shines, you know we can take it higher. Let every voice be raised. Everybody give praise. Rally. Rally round the West Indies, now and forever. Rally, rally round the West Indies, now and
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea, our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing advance Australia
national anthem of Australia and the cricketing anthem of the West Indies. Rally Round the West Indies, written by David Rudder. Become the cricketing anthem for all of the island nations that make up the West Indies and the Caribbean. today. They take on Australia. Brett Lee, having won the toss, selected to field first. Waqar Younis in alongside, and looks like it might be quite friendly bowling conditions. Waqar, afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Dooley. Last night we saw the ball hooping around all over the place, so nothing's changed. It's still overcast and a little cool breeze going across the ground, so expect a little bit of swing. All you need to do is bowl a little fuller, I feel. We saw Philip Edward, who's not playing this game, got injured last night, picked up 4 wickets, and he bowled nice and full. Swung the ball. Ajay Sethi, the owner of West Indies champions, ringing the bell. The pitch looks a little dry from the crease, but the surface where the ball is going to land has got plenty of grass, in the green grass. And from the 2 games yesterday, a lot of indentations, you know, the ball marks, and expect ball to move around a bit, and no better than Brett Lee can swing the ball. Good outswingers, we'll see, hopefully. And I was warming up. It takes a little longer to warm up nowadays for Brett Lee, but he'll be bowling to William Perkins. A couple of injuries for West Indies, missing out on Philip Edward. They'll probably miss him a lot. They need Dwayne Smith to kick on tonight. He missed out last night, bowled out on a very first delivery. So it's going to be a good game. It's a 3rd game for the West Indies. They won 1, they lost in a bowl out in one of the games against South Africa. And Australia, they're looking for their win, their first win. So it's the 2nd game for Australia.
Well, the doctor, D.R. Smith. You know what power he has. He's a terrific player for many, many years. William Perkins set the Under-19 World Cup alight back in 2006. Brett Lee to get things underway. Comfortable little tuck off the legs.
A little loosener from Brett Lee. Saw him in the warm-up. He was stretching himself, pushing himself. It takes a little longer, especially in this cooler weather here in England. Still look pretty fit.
He's still running in too far for my liking. Could shorten that run up a little bit, I think, Brett Lee. One just nipping down the leg side, looking for that shape. Breeze is assisting the away swing to the right-handers for Brett Lee from our commentary road end. That's better.
Saw Hashim Amla playing last night here, and he took his time. I think this is a pitch where you got to be a little bit more conservative, especially against the first 3 to 4 overs. You want to be watchful, don't want to play too risky shot. Spend a bit of time at the crease.
Down the wicket and just hammers that. Perkins away over mid-wicket to Augusta Properties 6 early on.
Well, that's very positive. I mean, down the pitch, he made up his mind before the ball was delivered. Shimmy down the pitch and hitting it over mid-wicket for a big 6. That's a good start for Perkins.
Excellent piece of work in the covers. Vigo selfie moment. A few few spectators have made their way into the ground this afternoon in slightly dicey conditions, but still got the cameras out. Slower ball. Smith not interested at all in the single.
It's a little bit cooler today. Yesterday was a bit more humid, and the ball swung a little bit more than I've seen here at Northampton. Plenty of grass. Bretley still not really getting the rhythm right, the length right.
Got it right there, Waka. Last ball of the first over. And the West Indies champions, 8 without loss. A reminder of those two sides. No Fidel Edwards for the West Indies. A big blow after that brilliant performance in their second match. Chadwick Walton was also very good. Chris Gale deciding to bat at number 3 today. Peter Siddle. He's still been playing some high level of cricket up until the last 6-8 months. Peter Siddle. Shivnarine Chandapal. Couple of high quality but vastly different styles of left-handers.
Yeah, the two greats of the game. One is a modern day great, Chris Gale, and Shivnarine Chandapal from the 90s. A very greedy batsman he was from our era.
Turned away fine enough to beat the man at backwards square on the fence. So that will be 4. First boundary for the Doctor.
Well, there's no fine leg. Fine leg was way too wide. It's more of a square leg. All Doctor needed was just to nudge it down to the fine leg area, and had no chance of stopping that. Outfield is still very, very fast, although we had a bit of rain yesterday.
Close to that under edge. Slip in place. It's Sean Marsh, I think, in its slip. And now out of slip. Courtesy of that shot.
A little bit short for this surface. One must say that. You got to go a little fuller, like this man did last night.
Just nipping down, I think. Just nipping down leg. More the length you're talking about though, Waka. Bring the front foot into play. Yeah, too much.
Yeah, the weather suggests that just keep it up there. You might as well get hit over the top in front than short. Another good delivery to end the over. 2 gone, 12 without loss.
West Indies off to a steady start, you would say. 12 without loss. 1-6, 1-4 so far. Chance back to Brett Lee, but it'll slide past the left hand and race down the ground for 4.
There was a little bit of room for Perkins to just free his arms. Ball did swing, but it was just a room allowed him to just play that shot. Wasn't too far away from Brett Lee.
That's nice. Just a little bit of shape on that one past the outside edge of Perkins' bat.
Well, that's a perfect length for this surface. He wasn't sure to go on the front foot or sit back. Ball just deviated off the seam.
Slower ball, should have it and will have it very comfortably in the end. Simple catch. Darcy short in the covers, and the slow ball works the oracle for Brett Lee.
Yeah, very smartly bowled. First couple of deliveries, he swung it, and this one also swung a bit, but no pace at all for Perkins to just put it away, and comfortable catch. Very, very easy catch there. So the first blood for the Australian William Perkins gone for 10 is 16 for 1.
To bat for West Indies champions, it's the captain, number 333, Chris Gale.
Well, the captain and one of the greats of the modern game, Chris Gale. 14,500 runs, 22 hundreds. His mate at the other end, Dwayne Smith, has got 5 T20 hundreds. This is brilliant bowling. Quite a different type of slower ball. Wakari holds it really deep in the hand and just drops the arm right down behind it rather than going through, and it floats out. Just honing it on Gale's pad early on, but it's the bat down on it.
Yeah, he held that ball really deep in his hand, and he made sure that the arm speed stays the same. It's all about the arm speed to fox a batsman. The arm speed was same, and the ball came out at least maybe 7-8 k's less than his normal pace. Well, the first over was a little loosener, but I got into a groove now. He's finding the right line, right length. What a cricketer he was in his heydays. Very quick balls, probably 150 plus in a given day. Good reverse swing.
Oh, that one's nipped away beautifully. Too good for Dwayne Smith. 17 for 1, 3 gone. And pretty good from the Australian champions so far with the ball. And Brett Lee's bowled a couple of tidy overs, 1 for 13. Siddle only going for that one boundary in his first over. I look forward to this. I'd get a slip in here, Waka, just with the ball just nipping around a bit. Siddle's natural variation can be the one that goes across the left-hander off the seam. Got third, very fine, short third. Too close to the pads and eased away.
Not a very good delivery. I think that because Brett Lee brought that third man in the circle, and Siddle got a little confused that, you know, he's got a ball very, very straight, and when you just aiming to bowl very straight, you know, most of the time you just go to the legs, and your fine leg inside the circle is a boundary written on it.
He's got long on and deep square leg. Those two boundary riders.
Well, early on, I would bring that mid-on fielder inside the circle and put a slip in and try to get Gale out rather than just sort of, you know, being defensive and stopping his big shots. Let's have a look at a couple of deliveries from Brett Lee. The one delivery just before he picked up the wicket on the left one, and right one, you can see how deep and how quickly he released the ball, although the finger had nothing to do with it, and it just sort of was sliding down the seam. Nicely timed. This will run away for 4. Beautiful shot.
He's been an easy timer of the ball. He's my trip for the doctor. Just great timing, gets back and across. Outfield's still quick, isn't it? Even though we've had a little bit of rain around. Still plenty quick enough to race across, and that's the big side, of course. We are a lot closer to one side of the ground here this afternoon, evening. Oh, that's nipped back. That has nipped back. How's that missed everything? Goodness me.
It's the length that it did him, isn't it? Yeah, let's go back to Brett Lee's those couple of deliveries, the release. You see on the left the wrist coming into play, and on the right there's no real wrist. It's just sort of he's sort of sliding his fingers over the. Oh, that's in the slot. That deserves to go for 6. That was the last delivery. Gone for 6. 4 gone, 32 for 1.
Smith 15, courtesy of that big 6 last ball of the previous over. D'Augusta Properties, they're our official partner and sponsor. World Championship of Legends. O'Keefe into the attack. Oh, he thought he had his man. Ahmed Wasim, the umpire, he thought he had him. Races through his overs and gets through everything pretty quickly here. Stephen O'Keefe, what about this? Waka, where'd the pitch?
No, I think it's just missing the off stump. The ball went with the arm. It didn't spin. It just needed the ball to grip a little bit. Very good umpiring.
That's good. Yeah, spot on. It just skidded on. Would have missed the off stump. Well done.
Mohammed Wasim is the umpire. Fantastic job. It's a good move, bringing O'Keefe into the attack. A very cunning bowler. He just controls the length really well, not giving any pace to these two big hitters of the ball.
He finds the gap at mid-wicket though, and will pick up 4. Dan Christian out on the boundary at deep mid-wicket, couldn't quite catch up with it.
It's a little short, although the ball kept a little low, but Doctor sort of stayed low, made sure that he hits the gap. The timing was good.
Callum Ferguson it is, out on the boundary. Latafa Perfumes are the official fragrance partner of the WCL. Could do with a bit of that after a 5.5 hour train journey and a couple of hours in the car. Dot to finish. 5 overs have been bowled. 37 for 1.
What is throwing javelin? No, that's nearer Chopra.
I have to pick Dooley's brains also. Something, Dooley? After this, I need to pick your brains also.
5 overs gone. The West Indies champions, 37 for 1. On comes Nathan Coulter-Nile. 191 wickets, 4 for 10, his best. Chris Gayle just leans back and just uppercuts it for 4.
One of those deliveries, a change of pace, that angle working really well in favour of Chris Gayle. Looking to bowl the slower ball, running the fingers across that cricket ball. Stood up really nicely as Chris Gayle picks up another ease my trip boundary through the offside.
He said yesterday, ease my tripe. He said, ease my tripe. You don't want to be too wide for Chris Gayle. You're just inviting him to swing that big bat of his. Another ease my trip 4. That's too easy for Chris Gayle. You've got to stop him using those big muscular arms and that huge chunk of wood he's got, which he calls a cricket bat.
Yeah, once again, too much width. Too much width. Attempted slower ball once again. And sits up really nicely on this surface.
That's well bowled. I very rarely see Nathan Coulter-Nile coming round the wicket. He tends to, I mean, once you've seen 2 balls like that being smashed over cover, you'd think, okay, let's change the line, let's come round the wicket. But he doesn't do that, Nikhil.
Maybe Alan, right through his playing career, he was more comfortable bowling over the wicket. Straight after retirement, maybe he should try coming round the wicket.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Why not? Oh, that's... Well, there we are. That's your answer, because he knows he can bowl it properly. Chris Gayle likes width on the ball. He likes a bit of pace on the ball that he can work with it. This, you see, that's pitching middle and leg, and it's beating the outside edge of his bat. Outstanding. Now, we're in the 6th over here. So the ball's not going to swing. You haven't seen too much swing today. Bowled. That's the end. No, it's not. One to go. One to go. Better though. You see, he's learned straight away. You don't bowl with too much width to Christopher Henry.
Alan, bowling over the wicket with that sort of angle. You got two men out protecting the boundary on the onside. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. It's better to get your deep square leg in the 30-yard circle and probably have a deep point with that angle. Just stops Chris Gayle using that angle.
Well bowled. Yeah, that's a single up the last. 6 gone and the power plays 46 for 1. Callum Ferguson is out there. He's not going to stop it. See, once again, we talked about that width. You've got to bring the stumps into play as a slow bowler. Look how wide this is. I mean, that's batting. That's just net practice, isn't it?
Yeah, just dealing in boundaries. Chris Gayle batting on 24 boundaries to his name. It's just that angle once again outside the off stump. It allows Chris Gayle to free his arms. Absolutely right. When things are not happening in your favor as a bowler, look to attack the stumps. You miss and I hit as a bowler.
Well, what's happened now is that they had Chris Gayle as the 50 has come up. It's 51 for 1. He was quiet. They kept him under control, but now with those wide deliveries from Nathan Coulter-Nile, then now from Stephen O'Keefe, he's just found his radar a bit. He's been able to fine-tune. So 21 from 14 now, Chris Gayle.
And he wants to be back on strike. Looking to take that single. And this is good from Dr. Smith as well. When Chris Gayle has found his rhythm, like you say, Alan, get him back on strike. 8 p.m. Premium Black packages drinking water.
Catch it.
Oh, it's in the air. Oh, that is well taken. Nathan Coulter-Nile is the man you don't want to chip it to because he plucks it out of the air. Goodness me. That could well be the exchange on catch of the innings. Nathan Coulter-Nile, probably the only man in the side, tall enough, maybe Ben Cutting, but that is another spectacular catch. Chris Gayle's gone for 21, it's 52 for 2.
We're not doing the match correct, or no? Why should we get involved? I said, how can the
Next up for West Indies champions number 54, Lendl Simmons.
Lendl Simmons, 200s on his T20 CV.
Maybe just stay tight there, Coulty, for a couple.
You heard Ben Dunk saying catch it. And the reason is because Nathan Coulter-Nile must be 6'4", one of the taller players in this Australian side. Remember that catch at Edgbaston? Outstanding catch.
Bingo.
The timing of the jump was immaculate by Nathan Coulter-Nile. And don't forget, these guys have just come out of retirement, not 6 months ago, but a couple of years they haven't played cricket. But still, the competitive edge is still there. 7-8 from that over with a wicket, 54 for 2.
Very lazy. Ball stop you 1-0. If Darcy won, then
You have to say, let the match referee. Correct. Dwayne Smith has dropped anchor. 21 from 18. Lendl Simmons has just come in. Perkins and Gale, the men out. West Indies put into bat here by Brett Lee, Australia's skipper. Nathan Coulter-Nile, he's never out of the game, is he? He's always one of those players with the ball, or he's in the field, he's in the right spot, he's in one of those hot spots. Orthodox offside field with a deep point and a third man. There's you have a fine leg, long on, and a deep backward square. This is your third coming into play.
The Universe boss did entertain us for a little bit. A couple of boundaries, but this is how he's gone out this season. Always looking to up the ante. Previous couple of occasions, he was looking to capitalize the power play. Ian Bell caught him there. And today, after hitting those 4 boundaries, Stephen O'Keefe, the change of pace, working better length by Stephen O'Keefe, and he was beaten by the length. Just got a feeling he did find the rhythm for that brief moment, the Universe boss.
Well, the fact that he's getting caught in those areas on that offside suggests he's not in the right place for playing the shot. He's not really, is he? He's never been one to move his feet too much, but because he's always dealt in 4s and 6s. It's not quite working for him in this tournament yet.
Yeah, if he finds his rhythm as the tournament progresses, Alan, we all know what the Universe boss can do. Looking to peak at the right time.
Well, it's the storm clouds, isn't it? You can see the storm coming. But so far, in 3 knocks, 3 matches, 44 runs. So he's not exactly setting the stage alight quite yet. Not quite yet for the man with 22 centuries in T20 cricket. I'm a big fan of the way Lendl Simmons plays. I really like the way he's busy at the crease, and he looks for these little singles. Of course, he's like a whippet between the wickets, isn't he? So Dwayne Smith will have his work cut out if he wants some quick singles here, but yeah, I do like Lendl Simmons. 2 centuries on his resume.
Terrific cricketer, make no mistake about it. He always keeps the scorer busy as well.
Oh dear, that kept a little low, but Dwayne Smith with a horrible looking shot, and he's paid the price. Nathan Coulter-Nile disturbs the woodwork. It's 3 down.
Have a look at the reaction by Dr. Smith. With that reaction, I get a sense he didn't pick up the slower ball. It's a slower ball, and it was too late. Once you read it, then he was trying to force it through the onside, the inside edge. I think he's got out a couple of times there with the inside edges. Dr. Smith departs for 22, 56 for 3.
Chadwick Walton, fresh from his 83 from 50 balls in the previous match against England. Wonderful catalyst for things to go well for his side. Not for the first time. Dwayne Smith, his footwork is non-existent and it looked awful. He didn't pick up the slower ball. It was the off-cutter from Nathan Coulter-Nile and a little bottom edge onto the stumps. So 3 down now, the West Indies champions. Oh, how about this? It's 2-2. Nathan Coulter-Nile. And that's a big strike to remove Chadwick Walton.
Big strike, huge strike. The man in form for the West Indies champions. What a delivery. Nathan Coulter-Nile. Let's have a look at that. One of those deliveries as a batsman you don't want to face, and straight away. First delivery. I'll tell you what, Chadwick Walton departs for naught, 56 for 4.
Next up for West Indies champions number 55, Kieran Pollard.
The Kieran Pollard walks in on a hat-trick. Although it's the over, 2-2 from Nathan Coulter-Nile. He'll have to wait for his first ball of his next over. But the West Indies, having been 52 for 1, are now 56 for 4. Well, that's the end of Dwayne Smith. And this one was the subterranean delivery. Straight out the River Nile from Coulter-Nile. O'Keefe. Pressure's on here now, West Indies.
Alan, is there a special trick for a fast bowler to bowl one of those scooters?
Well, I wish I'd known it. Yeah, it's kept horribly low, isn't it? It's the off-cutter, though. It's the off-cutter, so there wasn't as much pace on it. But Lendl Simmons had to come forward. He was back in his crease. I'm not sure what he was expecting because the ball was pitched up.
It's because Chadwick Walton has been batting so well, and yesterday he had a great day at the office on that same surface. He's trusting the bounce, and you'll get a boundary.
Well, he's used his bat like an axe. He's just chopped on it. That's quite close, you know. They might want to look at that. Pollard was ambling. I think he's okay.
Tall Pollard, he's got a big reach. Yeah, a couple of inches lower for the throw. Possible, and of course direct hits. I guess Pollard would have been in a spot of bother, but I guess the long levers, the reach working for Pollard.
Latafa Perfumes, our official fragrance partner. Thought you were smelling rather good today, Nikhil. Single off the last ball of the 9th over. West Indies champions 62 for 4.
on the phone. I said, no.
Oh,
I said, yeah, I said, because if I reply to the email, first I'm going to question, why are you writing to me?
All right. Okay.
You are nobody to write to me.
No, no.
Hold it there for one. Yeah, the bob's done. You got an extra hat on your head there, bro?
I'm stupid.
Thank you.
There's batting to come with Dwayne Bravo and Ashley Nurse. And in fact, Ashley Nurse batting so low down. He's opened the innings in franchise cricket. That's the end of Dwayne Smith. And rather unfortunate end to Chadwick Walton. First ball. So this for Nathan Coulter-Nile is a hat-trick ball. Oh, hang on a minute.
Just got a sense patting his left thigh muscle, Nathan Coulter-Nile. I hope he's hasn't injured himself.
Well, Pollard avoids the hat-trick.
Well, gets the LBW straight away out of the question when he looks to step down the surface. Pollard, hugely experienced T20 cricket all over the world. Exchange on. Well, arbitrage, crypto exchange, official WCL partners.
Nice, Socky.
Pollard wants the single.
Great hustle.
There's a lot of time here for West Indies champions to build a decent total. Simmons is capable of contributing a significant score to this effort. And Pollard, of course, 30 from 16 in the last match against England in a partnership with Chadwick Walton.
Nice, cool tee.
Just looking to stitch that little partnership, the West Indies champions. It's a good surface, and we've seen that. Once the new ball that has troubled the first couple of overs have troubled the batsman, but as that ball gets slightly old, it stops swinging around. You can literally hit through the line. Just that one delivery that Chadwick Walton got in the innings so far, that is really, you could probably say, misbehaved. He had a fantastic day at the office yesterday, Chadwick Walton. Enjoyed batting on that surface.
Well bowled. Good line from Coulter-Nile. Perfect line and length. On another day, that's found the outside edge. That's where you want to be bowling. That's induced the stroke from Lendl Simmons.
As the angle that he creates goes wide of the crease and just on around fourth stump. Importantly, the length. Really well bowled, Nathan Coulter-Nile.
Problem is for the Windies, they're starting all over again, aren't they? It's another partnership with Simmons and Pollard. You lose someone like Dwayne Smith, who occupied the crease for the best part of half the innings so far, and you're restarting. Pollard is enjoying coming down the pitch to Coulter-Nile. That's 10 gone. West Indies are 67 for 4.
Halfway through the innings, 10 overs gone. West Indies champions are 67 for 4.
67 for 4, halfway stage for the West Indies champions. Australia have done a good job restricting them so far. They had England champions in a bit of trouble, to be honest. 122 for 5 after 17.1 when that game was rained out. So from a bowling side of things, doing pretty well. Just their second game. West Indies in their third game. Need to find something. Abhishek Junjunwala alongside. And evening/afternoon to you, Abhi.
Evening/afternoon to you, Dooley, as well. Yeah, I think they were looking pretty good at 52 for just 1 down when Chris Gayle was going pretty well. But since then, they've just lost wicket in clusters, really. Yeah, they need a partnership.
A little too much here, but Lendl Simmons couldn't get enough on it. Yeah, they were great through the group stages last year. Australia topped the group, then lost the semi-final, didn't they, to India.
Yeah, he's been very good with his line and lengths. All their bowlers have been. They've been successful. Won the toss and elected to bowl first and kept things tight, not allowing them to get to a flyer. But this partnership, I think, is the key now between Pollard and Simmons. They're both incredibly talented.
Wow. Augusta Properties 10 on 10, 6. And I'm not quite sure how he got it there. It was the wrong end going away, and it stayed low.
Yeah, it just stayed really, really low. And look at that for a power. I think not many people in world cricket could have hit it over the bowler's head for a 6. But Karen Pollard, beast mode's on at the moment. And look at the reaction from him, eyeing the bowler.
I'll be seeing a little bit of that tomorrow morning, actually, from Nikhil Chopra, the power fade. It's just starting down the left, easing to the right.
Yep. All of you will be there on the golf course.
Catch it!
Oh, he's out. He's holed out to deep mid-wicket. Catch taken, a little slip. Underfoot. Who's that out there? Peter Siddle? Dan Christian, maybe it is. Sorry, at deep mid-wicket. It is Dan Christian. The back foot goes, but he holds on to it.
Oh, he should have hit it anywhere he wanted. And straight away after hitting, he goes, "Oh no, Pollard," to himself. Yeah, he'll be absolutely gutted. A little smile, but West Indies really struggling. They needed Karen Pollard to be out there. Out for 10 of 8, 75 for 5.
Oh, you said we, so not me. Sorry.
Next for West Indies champions number 47, Dwayne Bravo.
DJ Bravo comes to the crease. 582 T20 matches in his career. I wonder if we can hear Karen Pollard. Just have a listen.
Catch it!
Oh, Pollard.
Yep. Oh no, Pollard.
It was quite funny. Straight away he knew. He knew it straight away. Again, we keep talking about the partnership, and they keep losing wicket. 11 gone, 77 for 5.
Throw to Shafali, yeah? After the first ball.
Me?
Over. 11 gone, 77 for 5. Just lost Kyron Pollard for only 10. Wendell Simmons just easing into his innings at the moment. 13 deliveries for him. Man who took the catch, Dan Christian, into the attack. A little bit of bounce straight away. Time now to go sideline. Shafali, who have you got?
We are witnessing some outstanding bowling from Australia Champions, and I have the owner of Australia Champions with me, Mr. Puneet Singh. Welcome. Amazing bowling we can already see on the ground right now, and as expected from the legends. So I'm sure that the situation currently is on your side. What do you have to say about it?
When you say legends, legends are both sides. So
Yes.
there's nothing great about Australia. But yes, to be honest, I'm a bit myself a bit surprised the way the game is going on, because I was not expecting this. I was expecting West Indies to put up a big score, even though we just halfway through. You never know where the game can go to.
Yes.
But yes, as of now, it looks like in the favor of our team. Let's
Yes,
see.
yes, 11 overs and already 5 wickets down, the other team.
But you never
and-
know. Cricket is last ball, last minute, last over. You never know where things can, go down to.
Yes.
So hoping for the best. Let's see.
Talking about the batter in the other team, Chadwick Walton, who scored really, big in the last game, went for a duck today.
Yes, it happens. You could see AB de Villiers in the first game.
Yes.
And he went like that. And you could see the next game, what he did yesterday was phenomenal. It was amazing. I mean, ABD coming on ground after 4 years and looking at him, I think we were all thrilled, as fans.
Yes, yes, his scoring ability and that catch, of course, we've all enjoyed the game. Talking about today and your association with WCL.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
My association with WCL goes from the day first, I would say. At the inception when this was started, I was a part of it. And it was, according to me, one of the brilliant and the greatest ideas which, Arshit came up with. And when he shared it with me, I was like, you have caught it and let's nail it down. That was the time when I said, let me start with probably getting the Australia team on board. And the journey so far has been good. God has been kind with all the things going here and there as well. God has been very kind, I would say. The matches are going very good. We're having great fun, and seeing these legends coming on the field and performing that well, it's phenomenal. So let's see what happens this season.
Yes, yes. I wish you all the very best for that, to the season as well and to your team. Thank you so much for talking to us. All right, we'll go back to the comms now.
Well, tidy from Dan Christian so far. Just the 2 from his first 5 deliveries. Terrifically talented all-rounder Dan Christian. A little bit of Big Bash last year still, I think. Given up pretty much everything else, just playing a lot more of the Legends and the Elder Statesmen tournaments. 80 for 5 after 12.
Change your bowling, left arm round.
Well, Ashley Nurse, very capable, still to come. And then you're into the bowlers, Sheldon Cottrell, Shannon Gabriel, Nikita Miller. And the last over for Stephen O'Keefe, who's been very tidy.
Yeah, nicely bowled again. Tossed up delivery, slightly outside the off stump. Extra bit of purchase from the surface on that one.
Nice, Socky.
It looks a difficult pitch, doesn't it? The previous one just bounced a bit more. That one kept low.
Now the two deliveries, previous ball to Kyron Pollard was the wrong in. That one went for 6, and it was actually the normal wrist spinner, the one that turns back into the right-hander, that maybe bounced a little bit more. And just caught Kyron Pollard a little bit by surprise. The one that went away from him should have been the one that would trouble him more normally.
Yeah, he looks very disappointed knowing that he should have dealt a lot better with that delivery again. As you mentioned earlier, the googly, I don't know how he managed to get it up and over. But what we can tell from the pitch so far, Doody, that there's not much turn, but it's a bit sticky. The ball is just holding onto the surface at times. And look at that, as you mentioned, slightly, it bounced a bit more than he anticipated, and hence he couldn't get the timing.
Did himself a little bit of harm there, I think, Stephen O'Keefe. That's a really good finish for O'Keefe. 4 tidy overs, 1 for 22 for him. With 7 to go, 83 for 5. The 6 bowling options used so far by Brett Lee. Been pretty good. Vigo Tell, the official smartphone partner of the WCL. Feeling, Abby, that 130, 140 could be quite challenging if they can find a way to get there.
Yeah, it'll take some doing to get to 140 from here. They'll need something special from Simmons and DJ Bravo. But yeah, that could be a competitive total given the bowling options West Indies champions got. They've got plenty. But first, they need to get to a total for their bowlers to come out there and bowl at something.
That'll help. That has gone all the way. Big hit from Lendl Simmons. First boundary for 16 balls. Augusta Properties 10 on 10, 6.
Just missing his length. Lendl Simmons got great ability to pick up length early. And look at that. Off she goes over square leg. It was a big hit into the crowd. But they've enjoyed it. And so did the West Indian champions.
Pace off and just sort of slides underneath the bat. Indians will well remember the innings that Lendl Simmons played in the 2016 T20 World Cup. 82 off 51 to beat India. Mumbai, was it? Yeah, in Mumbai.
It was some knock. Again, good change of pace, and he's played some extraordinary innings in the IPL as well for the Mumbai Indians. For different franchise, yeah, he's been a wonderful player over the years for West Indies. And Dwayne Bravo, DJ Bravo, we cannot talk enough for him. Extraordinary with the bat, with the ball in the field.
Clipped fine. Just gave him enough angle. And Bravo worked it away well.
Just a little shimmy. Walked towards the bowler, made him bowl to his pads and used that angle to perfection at the end. A little tickle down the leg for yet another boundary. Couple of boundaries in this over. 11 already. If they can finish off with another boundary, get to 15, that'll be a good result.
Pace off straight to the man at cover. 14 gone, 94 for 5. Six overs remaining, 11 off the last one. So is this the start of maybe West Indies champions just trying to find 10 to 12 and over for the last 6 overs? Darcy Short will continue.
Yeah, I think he got lucky in the first over, picking up the wicket of the big car in Pollard.
Catch it! In!
In the air, Siddle. Don't think he ever thought he was going to get there, so just eased off early.
The Augusta Properties, the fastest real estate developer in Dubai. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Peter Siddle, he could have done a bit better, but I think the moment the batter hit the ball, he didn't realize that he can get there. In his head, he was like, it's going to be far away from me. But at the end, nearly got there.
Short and pulled hard. Way over deep mid-wicket for 6 more.
And that's Augusta Properties 10 on 10, 6. And with that 6, hundreds up for West Indies. Last couple of overs have been pretty good for them. 12 from the previous over, 11 correction, and 9 already from this one.
I need to find 10 and over minimum. Gets them to around that 155 mark. A little bit more, maybe 160 if these two stay together. Ashley Nurse, as I said, can hit a long ball. That might be 6 more. And cutting, can't get there. Over his head, long off. So 16 from the over. 5 to go, it's 110 for 5.
So 5 overs to go. West Indies with Lendl Simmons on 29 and Dwayne Bravo 47 on his back. But Lendl Simmons with a lot of power. He's strong down the ground. That's the kind of shot he likes to play.
2 10 on 10 Augusta maximums has put this innings in real good spot, I think. With just and another ease my trip boundary, so things are moving slightly better for West Indies champions. Flurry of runs, and that's probably the good spot to be in after 15, about 115 for 5. Probably a wicket too many for me, but Wilco, still I think we're on for 180.
Well, yeah. There'll be I can hear Simon Dool saying he doesn't agree with that. If they're on to 180, they've done very well. If they're going to get 180, they have to score at 14 and over from here. But anyway, have you been looking at the tea in your teacup today, or what? Can I have the lottery numbers?
Well, there is no tax on wishful thinking, is it?
No, I like that.
But 27 deliveries this pair has faced, and they've scored 40. Oh my God!
Oh, it's
That's
gone
another.
Right up in the air. Should be a simple catch for Peter Siddle, and he takes it nicely.
Thanks for being a spoiled sport. Well, this pitch is not easy. I mean, just saying, because this is the same pitch we are playing, what we played yesterday on. But this was a trifle too ambitious, because if you're not on the pitch of the ball, you got to wait for the ones which give you ample time and room to play them on the back foot. But on Siddle's pace, Simmons not encashing on the 28 deliveries he spent in the middle, just departs for 29, and it's 115 for 6 now.
Right, Ashley Nurse. He's all right. He's got a nurse reading now. He's all right. He's all right. Good trainer. Very good. Ashley Nurse with a strike rate that's a bit lower than I thought it was. In his T20 career, he's batting low down the order, coming in at 8, but he's a belligerent player. He can smash the ball around, but he hasn't got a lot of time. We're in the 16th over.
I tell you, he's a very talented cricketer. You know, the way he bowls, he's got a lot of guile. He understands the situation very well. He's had a lot of experience. I've seen him play. Don't go on the size, but he can do some damage.
Oh dear. Welcome to Northampton. Oh, well, here we go. A Vigo Tell selfie moment. I think she's getting the family in behind her, isn't she?
But last time I tried to take a selfie, I got a picture of my ear.
Right, the end of Lendl Simmons. Peter Siddle never took his eye off the ball.
Well, this is a very important breakthrough. It's a good ploy by Ashinas, just charging down the track, just trying to off-balance the bowler. Because if you play within the crease, it's going to be hard. So now he's trying to imitate Karen Pollard's tactic of just shimming down the pitch. But it's not an easy pitch, Wilco. I think 150, 160 is a good score if they get to it. I've tempered my wish list.
You've reset your parameters. Okay, so that score's coming down from Atul Wasan. Yeah, Peter Siddle is still a handy bowler. You're being optimistic to try and turn him leg side.
Siddle is
116 for 6.
Number 54, Dan Christie.
Australia to win this tournament. And it really is up to these two now, because Cottrell, Gabriel and Miller represent the bowlers union. So it's Dwayne Bravo who's looking pretty good with Ashley Nurse. Oh, The nurse needs the doctor. 8 p.m. premium black packaged drinking water. Perhaps Ashley needs some. But he's got a wrap on the knuckles here from, I think it was the first ball he received from Peter Siddle.
You reckon he needs some 8 p.m.? But these are the wickets so far. Pretty casual batting up front. This was a very clever slower one from Brett Lee. But then suddenly Chris Gale has not been in his best form in this tournament so far. That's his third dismissal. Dwayne Smith again, a repeat of how he got out yesterday, played on. And this was a zooter. Walton, star of yesterday's game. First ball he gets. So it all evens out in the end, as they say. But this was the turning point of the game, I think. Aaron Pollard was looking well set. And a moment of harakiri. Simmons, Lendl Simmons. There's no need for this though. And now West Indies champions are looking in a slight bother. And you're right. The key to this game is in the hands of Dwayne Bravo.
Well, the current scoring rate, just over 7 and over, they're going to get to, well, 150 odd. But look, looking at this batting, it's been a collapse. You know, a couple of players get going, they get into double digits, and they don't, I don't know, they just seem to change gear without thinking about the task ahead. But here we go, it's Dan Christian.
Well, 150, you can say that they can make a game out of it, but we just got to remind the viewers that no Fidel Edwards today as well.
Yeah, that's a big blow, isn't it? 4 for 11 yesterday. He bowled sublimely, bowled beautifully. Swung the ball, bowled with good pace. But this morning, he's got some injury, so he's not able to play for the Windies. His place is taken by the left-arm spinner, Nikita Miller. That could be 4. It is 4. And ease my trip 4.
Yeah, just square drive. You know, he's trusting the pitch. You can see that he trusted the bounce. This was a back of the hand delivery, and not much pace on it, but he threw the kitchen sink at it. There you go. That's the typical Dwayne Bravo flourish. That's Fidel. What a spell he bowled. This is good cricket. A boundary and a single. So 160 if 11 runs from here now. This is the injury. Slightly. There you go. Immediately went down. Just the knee twist.
Oh. I don't know. A bit lower down. I felt that was it. Might have been the. But he grabbed his shin, didn't he? Very odd. Maybe a calf, lower calf, and the.
Well, the popping crease is quite abrasive there. You can see there are a lot of foot marks there, and it's quite hard. So I probably didn't get his spikes right in there. Sean Marsh, he's having a good time, smiles all along. They feel that they've got this game under control. But you never know how things change in T20. Never write off a West Indian team in any format.
Yeah, their bowling is severely depleted though without Fidel Edwards. But on this pitch, it's been played on now a few times, so Nikita Miller, the left arm spin, might be an effective option for them.
Yeah, the best thing is that no rain today. It's been bone dry, which is a good sign for the spinners. They can grip the ball. Underneath that layer of grass, the wicket is quite dry. So you're right, maybe, you know, if it keeps that way, no rain, no drizzle, then spinners might just enjoy bowling on this.
Oh, that's a gift, but he hasn't hit it at all. He's just sort of tamely hit it to mid-wicket. 17 gone, 125 for 6. It's misty, isn't it? It's a funny day. Dooley? Are you going home or are you staying in the house? Bowled him. It's those stumps. It's the death rattle again. Ashley Nurse will look back and inspect the damage, and so will they.
I tell you what, Peter Siddle is an old war horse. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he's really warmed up now. Look at that. He just charges in, and full delivery. Yorker length. Nurse played all over it. And the Aussie flag is out there. Ashley Nurse didn't trouble the scorers much. Scored 3 out of 7 deliveries. Is 125 for 7 now. Well done. Just give the strike to Dwayne Bravo.
Tell you what, he was struggling there. He was struggling, and now with the misfield, Bravo said he'll go back for the second. So he's quite happy to let Sheldon Cottrell deal with the second delivery.
But what do you think? Jury's still out. Is that one extra run is more important than they say he was a goner if that would have hit the stumps. But you know, in a close game, you never know, that one extra run might win you the game.
Looks in good rhythm here, Peter Siddle. Oh, he's found the outside edge too. Probing from the Australian quick.
Well, just 3 more deliveries for him to bowl in a spell. He's picked up 2 wickets. He's not given away too many, but this was a bad shot. His Ashley Nurse was struggling a bit. I think he got hit on the finger. The first delivery came in. That was giving him a bit of bother.
Well, Peter Siddle is well travelled. Apart from his quite splendid Test career, 67 Test matches, 221 wickets, 20 ODIs, and he's just played 2 T20 internationals, but 792 first-class wickets. Gone. Sean Marsh takes the catch. Siddle with a full toss. Dwayne Bravo's his man. And the Australians are running riot here. The West Indies look like they could be bowled out.
Well, this is how the cookie crumbles. This was a big wicket, and I thought maybe just the last couple of overs, good flourish by Dwayne Bravo could have just got them over that 150 mark, which could have been a good game. But now Peter Siddle, with his experience, and Dwayne Bravo just trying to go over covers, not managing to get middle of the bat onto the ball. Goes for 26. It's 128 for 8 now for West Indies champions.
Next to bat for West Indies champions, number 50.
Siddle now 3 for 27.
Well, you're right. 13 deliveries to go. 13 more run singles, and they might just be a bit of respectability to the score. This is how Dwayne Bravo departed. He was just trying to go over the covers. It was a full toss. Probably came on too fast onto the bat. He didn't manage to get the kind of timing on it.
I think that was gone. Some great fielding going on here by Australia. 2 overs to go, 129 for 8.
Peter finishes with figures of 3 wickets for 28 runs off his 4 overs.
Change your bowling, still right arm over.
Returning to bowl, the Lynn Wilson and
Peter Siddle has made his presence felt. 3 for 28 in 4 overs. 2 overs to go. Sean Marsh close again. That's 2 shies at the stumps he's had. Here's the skipper. Binger. Brett Lee is on.
130 for 8 now. Last 11 deliveries, but not the kind of personnel West Indies would like to be having in the middle to encash those last slog overs. And it's a good job done by the Aussies, taking all those wickets. You know, they went for a few runs in the middle, but they immediately pulled it back.
I suppose you call that one of Brett Lee's slower bounces. It hasn't bounced at all.
Well, this is actually just encashing your reputation as well. When you Brett Lee, you feel that every ball is going to come at you. And then this is double dutch by Brett Lee.
Ben Dunk is the keeper for the Aussies. They could get 2 here. They won't. They'll settle just the one at Ben Cutting, the fielder. We don't see Ben Cutting bowling these days. He's restricting his cricket activities to batting. He was in his day a pretty decent medium pace bowler who bowled with a decent repertoire, but back injuries, as happens to so many bowlers. So
well, he's cut down on his bowling, is he?
Uppercut. And 4.
Poor delivery under the circumstances, I must say. It was just a gift from Brett Lee. Just had to tap the bat, connect it, and then fetch the boundary. And Brett Lee, I'm sure he was not trying to bowl a bouncer, but an ease my trip. 4 runs for West Indies champions. Welcome 1-2.
He hated giving those runs away then. Brett Lee hated that. Got a good chance in this tournament of legends, the WCL. If you bowl straight, as we've seen, the stumps have been unsettled, spread. We've seen them spread eagles. You bowl fairly straight, you're going to pick up wickets.
Yesterday we saw a lot of bowled, clean bowls, you know, a lot of wickets flying all over.
Not sure how you describe that from Cottrell. 136 for 8, 1 to go.
The West Indies champions are 136 for 8. It is the final over of the innings, and to bowl it from the David Capel, and it's number 6, Nathan Coulter-Nile.
Brett Lee 1 for 23 for 28. Peter Siddle, good numbers those. 1 for 22. Stephen O'Keefe. 2 for 15. Nathan Coulter-Nile, and 1 wicket for Darcy Short. It's the final over. Nathan Coulter-Nile. That's gone straight up in the air, and it's safe. little sand wedge.
Yeah, no man's land, but looking at only 13 boundaries and 6 maximums from West Indies, which is slightly undercooked for me. Looking at yesterday's high-scoring game also, when South Africa batted, it was raining sixes all over.
You've got the tail enders. The tail enders are making merry as you. They're trying, aren't they? I mean, Sheldon Cottrell's not really getting hold of this. Nathan Coulter-Nile will back himself to get a third wicket here. 2 for 17 he's got at the moment.
Well, nothing to lose now. They should throw the bat at everything they get, because you never know. Inside edges, the fine leg is inside the circle. You never know. There's a third man, but no harm in throwing the bat around.
Well, we talked about the stumps being disturbed. This was England on fire, and then it was West Indies. Alistair Cook saw his middle stump going, and it was Dwayne Bravo, and then it was Yusuf Pathan. This is all from yesterday. The stumps keep getting hit. Fantastic delivery from Hardus Filyun to remove Shikhar Dhawan. So with great repetition, we're seeing the stumps being uprooted. Dwayne Smith, Chadwick Walton, Ashley Nurse.
Well, we've had 2 games yesterday. Today is the first innings already, but 3 timber disturbers already.
Going to pull a muscle here. There is so much energy going into this shot.
Last ball of the innings, 140 for 8 is the score. Pretty disappointed West Indies dugout we just saw, but you never know. First power plays, you get through 3 wickets. You never know. So they have to make a game out of it. You can't just feel or believe that you don't have enough on the road. Chandrapal there, who's the coach, would be saying the same thing.
Is it a catch? Oh dear. Ben Cutting drops it. So they get 2 off the final ball. It will count 142 for 8. West Indies champions finished their innings. Too many players got in, started their innings, never got going. 142 for 8.
Yeah, 54 dot balls in that inning. Look at that shot. It was an easy catch. I wonder why, because he caught the ball and suddenly it just popped out. So 2 more runs. So 143 now for Australian champions to win this game. The scoring rate is just above 7.1. And it's a good collective bowling effort by the Australian champions.
can easily chase it?
I don't know if it'll be easy, but I reckon we can, yeah.
Okay, do you think they'll chase it early?
No, I reckon they'll chase it. I can't tell you when, but we'll get there hopefully.
All right, I wish you all the very best for that.
Thank you, cheers.
Thank you. All right, we'll go back to the comms now.
Thank you, Shafali. So they believe that it's gettable. The Australian champions are pretty confident of wrapping this game because they're looking a good outfit. But let's see if it's going to be a cakewalk or it's going to be a nail biter.
Welcome back to the county ground at Northampton, where we've watched the West Indies champions make life difficult for themselves. Yeah, it's such a good bowling attack. Chris Gale got to the 20s, got into the 20s. You bowl with width with Chris Gale, you're going to pay, but then a couple of deliveries on that offside which got plundered, and this was a very good catch by Nathan Coulter-Nile, and Dwayne Smith with a few choice words to himself. Nathan Coulter-Nile with the off cutter. First ball, Chadwick Walton, it kept a bit subterranean. He had no chance with that, but he went back and he should have been forward.
But you can see that they were 52 for 1 at one stage, and then they calculated to 75 for 5. And then they recovered to 115 for 5, and then 128 for 8. So you can imagine, the kind of yo-yo effect on this innings.
Good catch out in the deep. Counted for Pollard. Lendl Simmons came in and immediately took a liking to the bowling. But a couple of lusty blows, but you needed someone to stick around and play the long innings. And in the end, it was Lendl Simmons who smashed it straight up in the air. Peter Siddle taking the court and bowled. High-class bowling and fielding from the Australian champions. Siddle again getting through the shot of Ashley Nurse. Dwayne Bravo holding out. Another wicket for Peter Siddle. They couldn't bowl out the West Indies. It looked as if they were going to bowl them out. And drop catch from Ben Cutting, and it was 2 runs off the final ball. So Australia need 143. So West Indies champions 142 for 8. It doesn't look enough against a strong Australian side. And remember, West Indies do not have Fidel Edwards. 143, the target for Australia.
Third wicket for Peter Siddle. He's comfortably taken at extra cover by Marsh. And that was all the West Indies could muster. Was that 142 for 8. So 143 required. Nikhil Chopra in alongside. A bit short, Nikhil, I think, from a runs point of view. Not you.
Yeah, without a doubt. If you see that batting lineup, and a couple of the West Indian champions, and especially match winners, got those starts, 20s, 24, unable to convert that sort of start. Good batting surface, apart from that one delivery that you spoke about to Chadwick Walton. Yeah, at least 20, 25 short, if not more, on that surface, and the dimensions of the ground as well. Don't forget, when you're looking to chase down 142, you also have 36 deliveries in that power play as well, with 10 wickets in hand. You'd be looking to get as many as possible in the power play, so that come the chase, things get easy for some of the other batsmen who are going to walk out later. Sean Marsh, Chris Lynn, tough quality batting, looking to entertain one and all.
They're still playing a lot of cricket, Chris Lynn, and a bit of time off post Big Bash. And it's been down in Hampshire actually for the last few weeks out at the Hampshire Cricket Club, and a little bit of blast T20 for them. So should be in fine fettle coming into this encounter alongside a really stylish player in Sean Marsh. Spent some time at the Kings 11 or the Punjab Kings. They've changed the name so many times. I'm not sure what it was when he was there, but he spent some time up there in Chandigarh, Mohali, in the IPL franchise, and was a terrific player. Brother of Mitchell Marsh, of course. A very good career in all formats. And Lynn's standout really is that strike rate. Across almost 300 matches, opening the batting with a strike rate in excess of 140. A real powerful player. The Sergeant, Sheldon Cotterill. Get some swing. He's at the right end for the ball to swing back into the right-handers and away from the left-handed Sean Marsh. He's the backflip man, isn't he? The backflip man, Dave Mohammed. The impact sub in for William Perkins. Wonder if we'll see one of those tonight.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Let's play indeed. Australia in pursuit of 143 to take the points after their washout in their first match, and it starts with a boundary for Chris Lynn, off the mark with a little tickle round the corner.
One of those ease my trip boundaries really early in the innings. Hint of movement, but also down the leg side. Fine leg in the 30-yard circle. Just tickle. Just enough bat on it. The deflection was good enough.
Got to be pretty tight in and around that middle in leg, swinging the ball back in, long on in place. And a deep backwards square. Yep, advancing, and it goes all the way. Augusta Properties, 10 on 10, 6 early doors for Chris Lynn.
Yeah, well, you had long on as well as deep square leg. Just looking to use his feet. The amount of time that he has picked the line, the length, so early. Still going to capitalize the field restrictions. That's how Chris Lynn has always looked to entertain one and all.
Wide. I don't think there's anything on that. There's a little bit of movement. Chadwick Walton just trying to confuse the umpire.
Naughty Chadwick Walton. Have a look at that appeal once he gathers that cricket ball. Yeah, won't be a bad idea. Try and swing one from around the off stump and look to pitch it up.
Chance set long on. Oh, it was a terrific effort. Lendl Simmons down there, I think it is. Not sure if he saved it or not, but he's taken the catch, tried to throw it back in. We'll need to get some confirmation on this one, I think.
Once again, dancing down the surface, the bat just turning in the hands of Chris Lynn. That's why no real power, but have a look at that effort from Lendl Simmons. Outstanding. Trying to throw the ball back in and just spun back on the advertising skirting at the boundary. Great effort. Great effort there by Lendl Simmons.
A little bit more energy in that one from Cottrell, but it's another wide.
You just get that feeling because you've got long on and deep square leg. Maybe that's why he's looking to swing the ball from middle stump, thinking that he's got more protection on the onside. Wouldn't be a bad idea to try and bowl on the off stump to the right-hander, but with that single, Sean Marsh on strike. Enjoy bowling to the left-hander with the kind of movement that we've seen so far from Sheldon Cottrell. Backward point protecting the boundary. Yeah, I'll enjoy bowling to Sean Marsh much more than the right-hander.
He's always been able to swing the ball away. Quite a round arm, slingy type action. Sheldon Cottrell certainly doesn't get the arm up anywhere near 6 o'clock. It's more sort of 10 o'clock if you're thinking about a clock face as to where it's coming from. It's that movement away from the left-handers. 2 slips in place now.
Much better. I like that swing and looking to pitch it up. Especially with 2 slips in place. You want Sean Marsh to be driving through the offside. Covers extra cover. Not hint of movement. You create chances to get the outside edge.
Doesn't get a hold of the attempted pull shot. 17 without loss after 1.
And leg. Carry down.
And to opening ball for West Indies champions can be Lynn Wilson and number 33, Nikita Miller.
14 for Chris Lynn off just the 3 deliveries. A little bit of spin to start. Nikita Miller. Oh, misfield. Ashley Nurse with a little fumble at cover.
Keep going Russian, keep going Russian.
Ducasta Properties, one of the fastest growing real estate developers in Dubai. Title sponsors of the World Championship of Legends. Nikita Miller, 56 wickets in his T20 career. Need wickets early on, the West Indies champions. And if he can get a couple to spin against Chris Lynn. It'll be tough with the new ball. We've seen that with the kind of grass covering Simon on the surface. Get more deliveries to skid onto the bat.
Part of the West Indies World Cup squads in 2011 and 2015. Nikita Miller.
Memory chip killer.
Left arm spinner.
Oh, yes.
A little bit low. He's trying to just get one to go underground. Tougher, the official fragrance partner of the WCL.
Jesus, please.
Didn't get my bottle when I arrived. Did you get one or not? I thought there might have been one sort of packaged up waiting for me.
Guess who got one? Alan Wilkins.
Wilco have one. Wilco have one. He's got some perfume. He's got a new apartment in Dubai. Trying to come and live near me. Wilco. Oh, a bit of flight, and it'll just be the one. So, tidy start for Nikita Miller. 21 without loss.
So that this is summer. You won the NCCC Division 1, 9 under, Thursday, 16. Then the next tournament, Dogwood, top 10. One tournament miscut. Then he played, shot in 2 under, finished 9. He played his last tournament in the summer. Then he come back home for 10 days or so. Yeah. So it's just that it makes sense to be there and keep playing tournament in different states.
An expensive over for Cottrell to start, and then Nikita Miller just pulled things back quite nicely. So Chris Gale turning to dual spin inside the power play. Ashley Nurse. Always gave it a good rip, the Bayesian, and from Barbados. Man just in front of square on the leg side, and a long on in place for Ashley Nurse. Marsh goes through the covers. Good timing and placement.
Gentle half volley to Sean Marsh. We'd enjoy that as he eases his first boundary through that ease my trip boundary. Yeah, gentle loosener by Ashley Nurse. A bad ploy that you got a fully packed offside, but Sean Marsh too good to put those away. Slip in place, try and get a better length to Sean Marsh. Yeah, just looking to throw it up in the air. Yeah, with an upright seam position, you probably get one to drift into Sean Marsh, and then hopefully get the stitching on that cricket ball to grip on the surface, and then you might get some turn. That's much better. Oh, that's much better. But it's how late Sean Marsh plays. Just covers that turn as well. Lovely hands through the ball.
He's a high quality player. Mazza was just informed me, he actually won the orange cap. Very first season of the IPL, 616 runs for the Kings 11 Punjab. Short and punished. Long way. There was a fielder on the boundary out there, but he had no price. Augusta Properties 10 on 10-6.
Yeah, easy pickings these for Chris Lynn. With the turn, all the time in the world. Just use the depth of the crease there as well. Going with the turn. Oh, powerfully struck.
So wide.
Yeah, it's just one of those things when you're looking to defend 142. I know you've got long on and deep mid wicket, mid off in the 30-yard circle. Just ball with a bigger heart through the off stump. Because you want the batsman to try and go against the spin inside out and hopefully create that mistake as a bowler that you're looking to get against the right-hander. But anything middle stump, leg stump, it just gets easier for the batsman to bat through the line, field restrictions in place. Just change of line can help.
Bowled him quicker. Skidded off the surface, and Marsh cleaned up by Ashley Nurse.
Really well bowled on that occasion. A change of pace working for Sean Marsh. This time around, unfortunately, couldn't read it from Ashley Nurse. Just get a sense that he shut the face of the bat a shade too early. Or maybe just misjudging the length as well. He picked up a single through mid-wicket earlier in the over as well. But Sean Marsh departs for 7, 34 for 1.
Next to back for Australia champions number 23.
Yeah, got the first wicket. Ashley Nurse, just that change of pace. One of those deliveries. Maybe Sean Marsh would be thinking that he should be looking to play forward. That's in the gap and powerfully struck as well. Chris Lynn picks up another ease my trip boundary. On the gap with great amount of ease on that occasion.
Slightly short, wasn't it? So powerful, Chris Lynn. Fielders had zero chance. So just strengthening that offside field a little bit more. Chris Gale coming into a point region, just pushing everyone else around a touch. Closed up the gap.
You got that full circle on the offside. 6 fielders on the offside for Nikita Miller. Well bowled. Much better length, I think, with the field restrictions in play. Looking to attack the stumps, drawing Chris Lynn forward. 8 p.m. Premium Black package drinking water, proud sponsors of the WCL. Need a couple of more wickets in the power play. Looking to restrict 142. The West Indies champions batting first. Got that sort of score. Good batting conditions here on this wonderful Northampton County Cricket Ground.
A little bit wide, doesn't get away with that.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Daddy! Finds the gap there, just the one.
Keep going Russian, keep going Russian.
Oh, great start for the Australian champions. Almost down to 100 already required. 4 overs gone. Chris Lynn going along very nicely. 29 from 14. It is 42 for 1. Marsh the only one to fall so far.
Just looking to capitalise the field restrictions. Chris Lynn putting lots of pressure on Ashley Nurse. Well, ball by Ashley Nurse. Probably just reading the mind of Chris Lynn. Gets one in the block hole, gives him a single. Probably looking to just attack Darcy short. Good captaincy by Chris Gale now. Once again, looking to pack the offside. Probably come in and stand a short extra cover for that jab, looking to get that single. Yeah, you need to pick up wickets when you're looking to defend 142. You have no other option.
Very similar ball to the one that got Marsh, just sort of skidding on. Darcy Short able to get bat on it though.
Played really well yesterday. Simon, the West Indies champions, with a little bit of drizzle round, and that surface with the amount of grass covering, the ball was coming onto the bat really nicely. Catch it was the call, but I guess somebody will have to get it back from across the boundary. Another Ease My Trip boundary for Chris Lynn.
Yeah, just reading it again, I think Nurse dropping it slightly short. And in at that leg stump, Chris Lynn just swivelling on it. Tough ask inside the power play. Oh, I don't think there's any chance for long on there. That is on the roof. Is it? Oh, not quite. Up into the grandstand. Another Augusta Properties 10 on 10, 6 for Chris Lynn.
With the spin. Just a couple of steps. Really nicely timed. Finds the middle of the bat, and Lionel Simmons at long on was just a mere spectator. Yeah, if you're going to get hit for a boundary, I'll say take your chances. Get Chris Lynn to drive you through the offside, or try and get you to go over mid-off. That'll be a better line. Once again, catch it was the call, but misfield, and the ball runs away for another Ease My Trip boundary. One of those misfields that I bet Lionel Simmons doesn't want to see the replay of.
Wow, it's just a nice bounce as well. Just bounces up nicely towards the hands. No issue there at all. Takes his eyes off the ball. Eyes off the ball. Watch the ball, kids. You kids there. All the way into your hands. And that will be 4 more to the right-hand side of Lendl Simmons, will it? Or has he done well? Might have just been able to pat that one back in. And it'll be a couple. At the end of 5 overs, Australian champions off to a great start. They're just going to check this and make sure everything's okay. Yeah, brilliant. Very good. No trouble at all. It will be 5 overs gone, 60 for 1.
And Nikita Miller. Of course, the West Indies has another Ease My Trip 4, adds to the total. West Indies without Fidel Edwards injured, Not in this match, but he reported for duty today and was not able to bowl. Pitch has now had a couple of days cricket on it, so it will be more receptive for spin bowling. Fidel Edwards on the left, not playing in this match. Chris Lynn, 46 from 19, 5 fours, 3 sixes. Very strong, powerful player. Up and over. That looks like 6. At the Augusta Properties, 10 on 10, 6. And it's a very strong performance, this from Chris Lynn. 52 from just 20 balls. Strike rate of 260. Immense power. Flat 6. Well, the adrenaline is pumping now for Chris Lynn. He's looking to play a shot a ball off everything that comes his way. So the Australian champions are running away with this. 72, and we haven't finished the power play yet. That is a very, very belligerent half century from the Australian, and he wants some more.
Bowling kill Bill. Keep working boys. Number 2 now, guys.
So 1 ball to complete the power play. That's the end of 6 overs. Power play is done. Australia champions 73 for 1. And Chris Lynn is carrying this attack to the West Indies bowlers.
6 overs gone, Australia champions are 73 for 1, and that completes the power play.
Yeah, power play is done. West Indies were 46 for 1. Australia miles ahead, 73 for 1. Shannon Gabriel, first time we've seen him. Hasn't played a lot of T20 cricket. He's one of those resident test match bowlers. That's his trademark. Rohan Gavaskar's slotted in. Chris Lynn is all the difference here, Rohan.
Yeah, he's turned this into a walk in the park, Wilco. It just looks like he's batting on a different pitch. Before the start of this innings, one got the feeling that if the West Indies team could pick up a couple of early wickets, game on. Yeah, but this has just been exhilarating from Chris Lynn.
No!
And the way that Chris Lynn is batting, all Darcy Short's got to do is just nudge one, get a single, and watch the pyrotechnics from the non-strikers end. It's a different dimension here with the exchange on, the world's first arbitrage crypto exchange. And the crypto factor very much with the Australian Chris Lynn. Darcy Short, 8 from 7. All he's got to do is just nudge this, get a single. Whoopsie. 1 will do. He's quite happy to take the 1 because it means Chris Lynn can attack the quicker bowling.
Yeah, as he should, because Chris Lynn is putting on a show. And like you rightly said, Wilco, he's got to do absolutely nothing. Just take a single, get to the non-strikers end, and let Chris Lynn bat as as he is. Strike rate of 252 on this surface. That's astounding.
Well, I think if Shannon Gabriel drops this short, there are 2 men back on the leg side, 3 with the long on, but 2 men back leg side. But I think this might travel. The extra pace, Chris Lynn would relish the challenge. Oh, goodness. That has gone over third off the outside edge of the bat for the most audacious. Dugaster Properties 10 on 10-6.
You know it's your day when you just try to hoik one over mid-wicket and it goes over third for 6.
Just look when he's looking for the ball.
Well, again, just a combination of muscle power and the quality of bats that the batters use these days.
Oh, that's a horrible ball. Very wide and very slow from Shannon Gabriel. You can understand what he was maybe trying to do is add some variety, knowing that Chris Lynn is devouring anything that comes his way.
Yeah, pressure. This is what pressure makes you do. He's gone for 8 so far. Gabriel.
Oh, it's gone a mile up. That's gone into the members. Goodness me, that's a huge blow. It's a 50 partnership, and Chris Lynn, with the majority of these runs, that's his 6th 6.
Yeah, that's gone out of the park. Probably the biggest 6 we've seen so far.
That's gone over the roof, isn't it?
This is going to take time. They've got to get a new ball in because I think that ball's gone. Souvenir for someone outside the ground.
Another one, another 6 for Chris Lynn. That strike rate for Chris Lynn is now 282, 65 from 23. And that is a lethal weapon that he's got in his hands right there. Amazing batting this from Chris Lynn. So if it's pitched up from from Shannon Gabriel, it's going. And if it's short, it's flying over third man. What's Gabriel got now? Oh dear. You see, now Chris Lynn's in his head. Yeah. He's not concentrating on, he's not thinking about what he's trying to deliver.
Yeah, but just looking at the game situation, they need 55 from 80. Australia champions. One would assume that the game's in the bag. So, in a sense, there's very little pressure on Gabriel. All he's got to do is bowl stump to stump and try and pick up a wicket.
How about straight and full? Try and get the Yorker in. Six more. Dugaster Properties 10 on 10-6. We're going to say the same again. The strike rate goes up to 295. This is the most extraordinary innings from Chris Lynn, the Queenslander.
Well, 71 of 24 deliveries. And again, I've just got to repeat myself on this surface. This has been an excellent innings.
Oh, sorry, but it's I'm almost just tickled here by the way that Chris Lynn is improvising. It's a Ease My Trip 4, and to ease the pain of Shannon Gabriel, that over's finished. 98 for 1. No. Who's doing post-match? Nikhil. Is she? What, she's doing the presentation?
She's doing a interview.
Well, the most sixes in World Championship of Legends. Chris Lynn with 7, Chadwick Walton 7 as well. It's a lovely evening now, nearly 10 to 7 in the early evening. Darcy Short has just watched this carnage unfold from the other end. Miller. Short. It's 6 more. Augusta Properties 10 on 10-6. It's the 100 up, and we've just started the 8th over.
Yeah, it's too easy. Just too easy for the Australian champions. With the turn. Just top class this. It's been a quality performance, a clinical performance from the Australian team.
Yeah, just to compound the problem for the left-arm spinner Miller, he's got the left-hander Short to bowl at.
Yeah, what's happened now is that I think it just
Keep going Russian.
evident that from the body language of the West Indian team that they've saying, okay, this game's done.
Well, the way that Chris Lynn is hitting the ball, this ground is not nearly big enough. He is so muscular, so strong. That's gone big. It's heading our way to the commentary box. Augusta Properties 10 on 10-6. I think we're going to have to double the numbers. It's 111 for 1.
.81 now, Chris Lynn. He's got 500s in T20 cricket.
He's gone. The entertainment has come to a sudden end. Sheldon Cottrell takes the catch. A quite brilliant innings from Chris Lynn. He was looking to finish it off with a flurry of sixes. He's gone for 81.
Yeah, the one ball that he didn't time hit the bottom of the bat. And Cottrell with an easy catch. Chris Lynn, he's got to walk back for a fabulous 81. Australia champions, 111 for 2.
Vigo Tell, our official smartphone partner for WCL 2025. What entertainment we've just had. Australia not messing around. Ben Dunk 4 first ball, Ease My Trip 4, and they're easing their way to this target.
Oh, they're thinking, let's get that red run rate up there. Such a commanding position at the moment. This one again in the slot. Just the kind of ball you want to receive as a batter first up.
Oh dear, it's too easy for Australia. The Augusta Properties 10 on 10-6. How many times are we saying it? Goodness me. That's the 10th, 121 for 2.
Who's in next?
It'll be done in 2. Where are you going to? It'll be 1 and done.
You what? You and Corky must be a Sky thing. Yeah, right.
You both put together? Just for me, both. The places here.
Australia are miles ahead of the West Indies. It's just all over, bar the shouting here now. Ben Dunk has come in with the smell of victory, aided by Latafa Perfumes, our official fragrance partner. Ashley Nurse, 1 for 31 in 2. 22 runs required. Well, Ben Dunk has come in and he's just followed what we saw from Chris Lynn. Chris Lynn has knocked the wind out of the West Indies sails. They're flattened. They're on the ropes.
And leg.
You going, Ash?
They're all diving for cover. Great looking shot. Goodness me. Augusta Properties 10 on 10 6 and Dunk with a slam dunk.
You have a look at Dunk's strike rate over 500.
Retire. Oh, it's ended up with the samosas. We've seen Ben Dunk in various franchise tournaments doing this. He's a very strong hitter down the ground. With thanks to Augusta Properties, Dubai's real estate developer and a fast-growing company in the United Arab Emirates. I would say some of that toe is behind the line from Ben Dunk.
Why is he screaming, this man? Never move. Why is he screaming? Why does he have to scream? Didn't help you. Backstreet Kids. Hey!
It's going to be 4, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, it's a very quick finish this in store here. The Australian champions need just 11 runs. Oh dear. It's another 6 into the members. Augusta Properties 10 on 10 6.
Just one shot away now, the Australia champions. Beautiful shot that from Ben Dunk.
It's a great shot, isn't it?
He's hit a 6, but strike rate's gone down from 533 to 433.
5 needed. It's a great appeal, but it's optimistic. 9 gone, 138 for 2.
Next to bowl with the Lee Wilson ends, 777, Dave Mohammed.
Well, the Australian champions have absolutely annihilated West Indies here Darcy Short is on strike. He's just played the most placid of innings, 17 from 11, 1-4, 1-6. Well, he hasn't had to do anything else because Chris Lynn and Ben Dunk have done it for him. Dave Mohammed is the bowler. Darcy Short. Pollard is the fielder. It's the last right's been read here now in this match. The Windies have just taken a couple of knockout blows here. Unfortunately, too strong, Australia. 4 needed.
I get the feeling that Doug doesn't want to do it in singles.
No, not at all. 8 p.m. premium black packaged drinking water. That'll do. Ben Dunk with the 4 runs required. Australia champions demolish West Indies champions by 8 wickets in 9.3 overs.
As comprehensive a victory as you could think. Chris Lynn was magnificent. 81 of 27 deliveries. Just came out there and blitzkrieged his way. Made sure that the West Indies had no chance in this game.
Yeah, crushing blow. Ben Dunk's a very popular guy. He's played cricket all over the globe and he knows a lot of these players. Well, of course, you've got a cricket bag and a passport, you're going to play franchise cricket, aren't you? Ben Dunk finishing 30 not out from 9. All the threes, strike rate 333. Those are the winning runs. Extra cover, drive off the back foot. West Indies were never in the contest. They look a bit browbeaten. But a quite spectacular innings from Chris Lynn. 81 from just 27 deliveries.
Yeah, and it's not often that you have a player scoring 30 of 9 as Ben Dunk did, strike rate of 333, and he's overshadowed. Because Chris Lynn was simply magnificent. The West Indies, though, will be, as you said, browbeaten. They'll be in there thinking, what happened out there?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. They probably thought, did we turn up today? It happened so quickly. The Australians, they came, they saw, they conquered. Just Well, here at Northampton, we've seen one of the most compelling
Pari Guliani, and on her left, Mr. Devan. Good evening and welcome. If I can request Ms. Pari Guliani to take a step forward to present the Ease My Trip game changer of the match check of $500 to Chris Lynn for his highest number of fours that he hit, 6 boundaries. Yes, Chris was looking to tee off this evening. If I can request Mr. Mansoor Siddiqui to step forward and to present the Coram India Award to Peter Siddle for picking up those 3 wickets. Well bowled, 3 wickets for 28 runs. Well bowled, Peter. If I can request Mr. Devan to step forward and give the player of the match to Chris Lynn for his outstanding performance, getting 81 runs in quick time, 27 deliveries, 6 boundaries, 8 sixes, strike rate of 300. Really well played, Chris. Don't tell me you've been working hard and hitting the nets.
Look, there's been a couple of optional sessions, but no, it's been good fun. Our first game was rained out against England, so for us, get here, get a win back in Northampton, pretty cool to be there.
Enjoyed batting on that surface?
Yeah, look, I've actually played a couple of seasons here, so I know the surface quite well, which is fortunate enough, but yeah, I've been playing down in Hampshire recently as well, so it's nice to get a couple out of the middle and get the boys on a roll as well.
Yeah, I want to take your take on sharing the dressing room with some of your old mates once again, getting that competitive juices flowing in the dressing room.
Yeah,
how excited are you about the WCL?
Yeah, look, they are, and that's why they're Australian champions as well, because they are competitive. Even the off-field banter, it's great to be around the boys, and we're forever learning. I know we're sort of towards the back end of our careers, but you're forever learning, and it's good fun.
Puneeth, your team owner, taking good care of the boys?
Well, we got the 1 point last game. We celebrated pretty hard, so we got 2 tonight. So we'll see how we go.
All right, all the very best.
Thank you,
well played. Thanks for entertaining us all. If I can request the entertainer himself, Chris Gale, the universe boss.
How are you doing, mate?
Not quite the result that you were probably hoping for. 142.
Yeah.
How many short?
A tough day in the office. We're about maybe 200 short. The way Chris Lynn was batting, we're actually 200 runs short. But like I said, we didn't get the start we wanted with the bat. They bowl well, they pick up early wickets, and then we keep crumbling in the middle period there as well. So, kudos to them, and, Chris Lynn came in and smashed it all over the park. What a guy he is.
A couple of starts, yourself as well, hitting those 4 boundaries, Dr. Smith as well. Chadwick Walton unfortunately got that one that really kept low, but a couple of guys got starts but were unable to convert those starts.
Yeah, that's true. We got a bit of start as well, but the wicket was actually, not bouncing that much as well, and we didn't actually adjust to that as quickly as possible. We wanted a bat deep as well, but we just didn't get that, and it just didn't work in our favor today as well. So, like I said, we just got to be rebound. We have India and Pakistan to play again, and I think those 2 games are a must-win for us now.
How are you enjoying the WCL as well?
It's fantastic. Season 2, some strong teams around,
right.
Some young guys around, I should say, as well. So, it's quite entertaining. I like it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the competition. I'm loving the challenge as well. So, guys can't take it, be too lackadaisical. We've got to take it very serious and, try and play some positive cricket out there.
Well, we look forward to the universe boss looking to entertain us all. All the very best, Pat.
Thanks, man.
If I may now request the winning captain, Brett Lee, Australia champions. First up, Binga.
Thank you.
Winning the toss, looking to bowl. 142. You thought the boys did a good job?
Yeah, look, I thought it was probably about a 160, 165 wicket, so they're probably about 20 short, but that, full credit goes for our bowling unit. I thought we started well with the ball, and through that middle period, the spinners did a great job, and in particular, Nathan Coulter-Nowell with that, bowling back of length, and Peter Siddle was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, those 2 wickets for Nathan Coulter-Nowell when he was on that hat-trick. I think that's where the West Indies champions probably felt that they were really falling behind in the game as well.
Yeah, and exactly. That's when we try to apply the pressure. So to try and change the bowlers up so they didn't get used to one particular bowler. But full credit to the bowlers. They did a great job. And then that chase. Wow. I mean, I haven't seen a chase like that in a long, long time. Chris Lynn out of the blocks, super quick. I had him down for 100, I did.
Have you got an evening engagement? Chris Lynn was.
I said, has someone booked dinner somewhere? But look, that happens sometimes in T20 cricket. We know how good the West Indian cricket team are. They are brilliant players. It can go either way sometimes, but really happy with the way that the guys played tonight.
Yourself, you've been bowling really well. Got that ball to swing around as well. Love the way you got that wicket.
Well, actually worked out I've been bowling for 40 years now, so
Wow.
yeah, I don't know. It's look, I still got the passion and love for it. Pace is probably not there, but look, I'm certainly enjoying it and having fun.
That's the most important thing. And look forward to seeing some more performances by the Australian champions. All the very best for the tournament.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Bigger. That's it from the post-match presentation.
Till now, we've had 3 games in Northampton. This one was a bit one-sided. We saw some amazing, outstanding bowling from Australia champions, and then Chris Lynn made it an easy win for the Australia champions, whereas West Indies champions have added 142 runs on the board, but Australia champions chased it down in 9.3 overs and won by 8 wickets. I am your host Indosh Shafali Baga, and I have with me former cricketer and our expert Marinder Singh. Sir, tell us your first thoughts on this game, your reaction.
Well, I'm a little disappointed with the way the West Indians played, because if you see on the papers, I think they're a very strong side. And when I came to the ground in the morning, I thought this is going to be one of the best games in the tournament. But that is why I was disappointed, because West Indians, they came into bat first. I mean, Brett Lee won the toss. They invited them to bat first. And I was thinking that they'll get to about 180, because the games we saw yesterday, I thought there was something in the pitch where the batters, if they concentrated, could have scored those runs.
Right.
So I'm a little disappointed with that, but being a fan of Australian cricket, I've always been a fan of Australian cricket because of their attitude, because of the way they go about their game. I was happy to see them bat the way they did.
Right. Tell us, what do you see, what is so special in Australia champions? What is so special about them? The last year also they started off as an attacking note.
I think they're very positive cricketers. They believe in themselves, and the best thing about international cricketers is that you've got to believe in your strengths, and if you believe in your strengths, you start performing the way the Australian boys did today. I mean, they're retired players. Some of them are playing, still playing active cricket, but most of them are retired. But you see them on the field; they're throwing themselves around when they're fielding. When they come on to bowl, they're more than 100%, there. So I think that is what is special about the Australians, and that is what I love to watch on the field for any international cricketer. But this team is such, these boys are such, that they're always on their toes all the time, and they make sure that the opposition is also on their toes.
Right. Let's talk about Nathan Coulter-Nile, because obviously about the conditions, the toss, they won the toss and opted to bowl, which helped them, and the conditions also helped the bowlers out there. And Coulter-Nile, he took 2 wickets in just 1 over.
He's an amazing bowler. I saw him last year as well, and the way he approaches the stumps, he's got a beautiful action, lovely run up and lovely follow through, and he mixes his balls around very well. He's got those slower deliveries with the leg spin action, with the off spin action. Then he can bowl the Yorkers as well. So he's got everything in his armory, and he's pretty fit as well. I think they make sure that they keep themselves fit, because there's so much of legends cricket going around, and it's very important for you to be fit, because when you come onto the field, you have to give more than 100%, because you've got a reputation, and these Australian boys, I think, are looking fitter than the rest of the boys we've seen so far. And Coulter-Nile, I think he's an amazing bowler. I really hope that he's fit, because he was looking as if he's injured his thigh and probably not play the next game. But I really hope that he gets fit and keeps playing all the games, because he's an entertainer as a bowler.
Right, we're hoping the same for him. Let's talk about Peter Siddle. He took 3 wickets and gave up just 28 runs in 4 overs.
Another bowler who's got a lovely rhythm, a beautiful action, and he mixes his deliveries very well as well, because he went for a couple of runs in one of the overs, but then he came back brilliantly, and this is what is special about Peter Siddle as well. They've got the height, they take advantage of that, and that is what Peter Siddle also did, and got wickets for his captain. And I think Brett Lee won the toss, elected to field first. Must be very happy with the way his bowlers went about the task.
Yes, we've seen this with Australia champions last year as well, and now this year also they're just killing it. Let's talk about Chris Lynn, the man of the match today, the star of the game today.
Yeah, see, I told you that these boys, these Australians, they believe in themselves, they believe in their strengths. And I think Chris Lynn, when the West Indians batted, everybody thought that this pitch has got something for the bowlers in it, and it's not going to be very easy this target of chasing this target of 143. But he made it look so easy. And I think it happens sometimes when a batter gets in that attacking mode. The bowlers really go on the back foot, and this is what Chris Lynn did. He put that pressure on the bowlers and didn't really worry about the pitch, what happened in the first innings. And when the Australians were batting, when he was batting, it seemed like this was a beautiful pitch to bat on.
Right, and Ben Dunk with him gave him a great company, finished off in style.
I think Ben Dunk is also a cricketer, who believes in himself, and he comes and plays his natural game, and he starts playing his strokes straight away.
Right.
And that is what puts pressure on the bowlers as well, because sometimes, if you get a batter like, who scored 81 runs, Lynn.
Lynn, yes.
The bowlers start getting that confidence that we can probably get them on the back foot, but Dunk made sure they don't go on the back foot.
Yes, and now we come to tomorrow's match quickly, because tomorrow we have England versus South Africa. We saw an entertaining game where AB de Villiers was the star of the match yesterday and entertained us.
Oh, what a cricketer he's
What a
been.
cricketer, yes.
I was listening to Harshit Tomar, the brainchild of this tournament, and he was saying that it took them a year and a half to convince him to come and play on the field.
Right.
And he got himself fit, and look at what he can do.
Yes.
I mean, he's 360 as a batter, but when he comes to field, that catch that he took was amazing. So I think it's going to be an interesting game. I really hope that the England boys come back, because they've not done well so far in this tournament. They've lost 2 games. One game got rained off. So I
Right.
really hope they come back well.
They still have to
But I
register to
think-
win,
Yeah,
yes.
but I think the South Africans, they'll have an edge.
So what do you say? Like, what is your call for tomorrow? England or South Africa?
It's going to be very difficult to beat the South Africans in the mood they are in, and with AB de Villiers, being so positive, and that is rubbed on to the South African side, because last year we saw they were a little lazy on the field. They were not very fit, but this year they've come fitter, they've come with a better team, and the captain is AB de Villiers. So the captain starts performing, it rubs on to the team.
Yes, and we saw that yesterday, and hopefully we see that tomorrow again. Thank you so much, Maninder sir.
Thank you.
And well, that's all for the post show for today, and we'll see you tomorrow with a cracker of a game, I promise.